Hey, hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Today's video is how to build muscle on a low protein diet. So I've been eating a lower protein diet for about 12 years now, and I've been able to maintain my physique and my muscle just simply by doing strength training on a regular basis and by getting enough calories from mostly real whole foods. So whether you're eating any type of diet that you're eating, even if it's lower in protein, like I'm eating a more of a plant-based, lower protein diet that's higher in carbohydrates, you can still have muscle, you can still have strength, and you can have a great physique. And what I'm more focused on is long-term health. So some people see my videos and they say, well, I don't have much muscle, or some people say that I have a great physique. I get all kinds of mixed reviews. But again, my overall goal isn't to be as big as possible, to have as much muscle as physically possible. I want to be fit, healthy. I want long-term longevity. I'm looking for long-term health benefits while having a good physique all at the same time. Now, when I say build muscle on a low-protein diet, I've maintained my muscle and my strength for many years now. So some people might say, well, you're not building muscle because you have the same muscle that you had 2 years ago. But in fact, I am building muscle, because if I wasn't building muscle, I would wither away and I would just lose my muscle, because our cells are always recycling themselves. So I am constantly building muscle. Now, I'm not really adding more muscle to the current amount of muscle that I have, but I've sort of reached my limit, my potential for the type of diet that I want to eat. So I am building muscle while eating a low protein diet. And if you're new to any of this, it's again, focusing on strength training, 3 days a week of strength training, and eating enough calories from real whole foods, even though they're lower in protein, like lots of fruit and big green salads, some nuts and seeds, some starches, things like that. You're going to be able to build protein. Now, there's other great examples, actually, people that eat less protein than I do that are even stronger than me. So Ted Carr, he's a great example. He eats pretty much mostly just fruit only, and that guy is stronger than I am, and he has a lot of muscle. There's another guy on Instagram, and his name is, I believe, Artem Kushnarev, and he has eaten only fruit for 5 years, and again, he's also stronger than I am. So these guys are eating less protein than I am, and they're stronger than me. So this proves that you do not need to have a lot of protein to be very fit, very strong, and it's also the best diet for longevity as well, because the longest lived populations ate a lower protein diet. They ate mostly carbohydrates. So I'm also showing you what I ate today as well. So on this day, I broke my fast at 12:30. So my first meal here was a big bowl of watermelon at 12:30. Now this is typical for me. I generally do my workout at 11 a.m. fasted. I drink water throughout the morning, and I have my first meal around 12 or 1 p.m. And my workouts are, I strength train 2 to 3 days a week. I do mostly body weight moves, mostly calisthenics, and I run 2 to 3 days a week as well. And I always recommend having your first meal be something like fruit that's high in water content, like watermelon, or maybe a smoothie, something like that. It's a good way to break your fast. So yeah, this big bowl of watermelon to start it off at 12:30. The next up at 2 p.m. I put together a smoothie. Now this smoothie, I used 3 medjool dates. I had 1 cup of frozen blueberries. I had 1 tablespoon of cacao powder, 1 tablespoon of all-natural peanut butter, and I like this brand that I get. It just has 1 ingredient, which is organic peanuts. I had just under a cup of coconut water and just under a cup of almond milk. I also used 5 frozen ripe bananas, and I get them nice and ripe. I freeze them with the peel on, and then I thaw them in hot water for about 4 minutes. They come straight out the peel, and it has a great consistency in the smoothie. Blended that up in the Vitamix, and it made just over a liter. Then just before dinner, about 6:30, I had some random fruit I needed to finish. I had some strawberries, an orange, and a tangerine. Then I went to a restaurant for dinner, and I had some edamame, some veggie spring rolls. Then I had a couple plates of these sauteed vegetables and tofu over rice. Really delicious. And that was it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my plant-based recipe ebook in the description box. I have some delicious recipes I make regularly. Make sure you give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe for more videos. Hope everyone has a great day, and we'll be back soon with another video. Bye-bye.